Hello, Jello, everybody. I was trying to get my lights to work. They're not connecting. So I don't know what's going on with this, but we will see what I can. Oh, yeah, that would be my bad. I forgot to. Bluetooth on. And of course, YouTube doesn't want to mute anything. But I hope everybody is having a good week or had a great week. Let me see if I can get this to go. So it might flash for a minute. Let me block my camera for a minute because I really want this to work for y'all. There we go. And add device. So I hope everybody is having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I see there's 3 people watching. Right now I just have the camera off so that the flashing doesn't bother anybody. Tommy, are you one of the people in here? I can't tell. I don't remember if that is one or not, but anyway, go to add device. Oh, this is ridiculous. So how are y'all? I don't know why this isn't working. I'm gonna have to work with it later. All right. I have my lights off for the most part. Hi, baby. Welcome to everybody who's in. So I don't really have a plan on what to talk about. I do know, however, I just gotta put something away real quick. Me and Melanie Lightbeam will be doing a show on Thursdays. Let me get her link up or grab the link for y'all. We're going to be talking paranormal stuff. Just a bunch of different things. And I think it's going to be fun. And of course, let me know if I'm clipping. Let me get the link. Here we go. Oh, it's one of those days, let me tell you. All right, let me grab the link. And everything's slow. Share, here we go. I'm gonna have to, oops. So this will be Thursday. Oops, I spelt it wrong. Nights at 8 p.m. I'm in Central, so it's showing 8 p.m. Central. I think it'll be 9 p.m. Her time, but I'm not 100% sure. Here we go. Here's the link. And this, I'm going to pin it up to the top. There we go. So make sure you subscribe to Melanie Lightbeam and turn the notifications on for our Thursday show. It should be fun. We're doing an intro this Thursday, and next Thursday we are going to be talking about the missing 411. It's going to be fun, I think. And I like paranormal stuff. I like, for the most part, some spooky stuff. Like, I don't like scary movies, but I do like hearing ghost stories and um, hearing different people's ideas of what they believe with different things. So, again, Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we will be on I'll be on Melanie Lightbeam's channel. And I tagged the link up above, and it'll be our weekly paranormal discussion. So I'm excited. I think it would be good. And so I just wanted to make sure that I shared that with everybody. And I will talk about it again a little bit later. So, is there anything that anybody would like to speak or talk about? Let me know. I know that for me, because I want to do more positive stuff when it comes to mental health, for me, I think this is a positive thing because I love that stuff. And it keeps my mind busy. And then with the research, and if I do that, I think it'll be awesome. I really, really do. Oh, I should go and get my weekly quote, positive weekly quote for mental health. Oops. I just obviously can't spell today. Quotes, there we go. And I apologize for being a little late today. Me and Tommy were talking and didn't realize that the time flew by, and he was showing me a really neat video. And so I do apologize for being late today. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jello. Welcome to the show. Let's see. What quote will fit today to help everybody for the rest of the week? Let's see. Here we go. I like this one. Make sure that I did not use it, so we're going to use this. So the quote is, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. And it's by Victor Hugo. Oops, I spelled his name wrong. Victor. There we go. So this is going to be our positive quote for the week. Even in the darkest night, oops, I spelled that wrong. Night, there we go. Save. And now we will let it go through. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Victor Hugo. It is a really good, I think that's a really good quote. I really do. And because not all things will last when you feel like you're at your wit's end, when you feel like nothing else is gonna go right. It will. It really will. And that's a good quote for inspiration. And remember it, and if you guys have a favorite quote that you like, let me know, and I will pull it up and we will show it. Hi, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Oops. Okay, so Tommy's got one. He says, when I'm not feeling my best, I ask myself, what are you going to do about it? I use the negativity to feel the transformation into a better me. Beyonce. Really? Beyonce? That's interesting. I would have never thought Beyonce would ever feel bad about herself. But you know what? That's a good quote. I like that. Welcome, Beth. I appreciate you being here. Did you want to jump on real quick, Beth, and promote your podcast? Let me know and I can send you a link. We don't really have a plan tonight. I just kind of feel like we'll go with the flow. So let me know. If not, that's okay too. But drop the link in the chat so that other people can see it as well. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. Dolly Parton. And I love Dolly Parton. I really do. And I love Aretha Franklin. And I can't having dinner with. Oh, okay. Yep, not a problem. Let me see real quick, Beth. That's on your channel, right? I want to make sure that I'm sending everybody to the right page. I know you said that. Let me look real quick. Oh, no. I gotta go to Facebook. You did send me a link. Tell you, my brain is all scattered, but that's okay because that's what happens. All right, here we go. Now I gotta open this up and I will get the link and I will share it. All right, here we go. So this is Miss Beth's, oops, here we go, podcast. And let me go up here. It's called Around and Around the OCD Circle. That is her podcast. And there we go. Let me make sure I got it. So if you are not subscribed to that channel, please subscribe to it. There we go. And this is for Miss Beth. Okay, so yep, she says Around and Around the OCD Circle on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Most listen on iTunes. Okay. Yeah, not a problem, Miss Beth. That is not a problem. I like the fact that and you drop those on Monday, right? Monday mornings. A new episode on Monday mornings, I believe. I just want to double check so that way I remember too. I don't have iTunes. So, I took my pen upstairs. Oh, I tell you. I'm going to grab one from over here. Oh, yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Anytime, you're welcome. Anytime you have a free moment, you're more than welcome to jump on. Just let me know and I will send you the link. So around and whoa, CD circle. 5 a.m. Central on every Monday morning. Yep, every Monday morning let me pop that up. 5 a.m. Central every Monday morning episode drops. So definitely subscribe, follow. Even if you personally don't have OCD and you know somebody who has OCD, this will help you understand. This will, it will help. It definitely will help. Spotify. Spotify, and YouTube. And I'm actually really glad that she talks about her talks about OCD, because it is a very misunderstood diagnosis. So hello, Live Style Rewind. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are having an amazing night, and I hope you had a great week. I really do. Beth says, I have interviewed some amazing people from all over the globe. Thank you for not using the other world or the other word, because I can't say it. I always say worldwide because I can't say the other word. So it's kind of funny. And so, yeah, so I actually have the link, and I keep forgetting, but I will watch. Because I think it's a positive thing that you're doing for people, so that they can understand it, because it is very much misunderstood. And so, so it'd be awesome. Holy Toledo, Batman. Look who is in the chat. Them flipping crooters. Hello, hello, and much love, my friend. How are you doing? It has been a minute. Well, I know I messaged the other day, but I mean, it's been a minute before that. And I can't get, okay, here we go. There we go. I did not realize for some reason you were not blue, Miss Rebecca, so I turned you blue. I have known Rebecca for a very long time. 6, 7 years now. Has it been that long? Because May it'll be 5 years since my spleen, and you and your family came up because I couldn't travel. And so I thought it was pretty awesome that they came and saw me after all that craziness. And they spent a couple days here. It was awesome. We have to do that again for sure. We got a campsite this year, so you guys will have to come check that out. Come out and check it out. We don't have the old pop-up. We have a new pop-up now, but we don't have the old one anymore. So that's okay, Miss Beth. Thank you so much. So much for coming in, and I will keep posting your link, and I'm hoping that helps. I'm sorry. I was trying to read and got sidetracked. I do apologize. So I do hope that it helps. And again, thank you for stopping in. Much love, my friend, and we will see you soon. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. So tomorrow is my birthday, and I am going to be 44 years old. That's old. But I'm very thankful, not even going to lie, I'm very thankful that I have made it to 44. And I will be grateful for every year that I have a birthday, because I almost didn't make it to 40. So I'm very happy that I'm going to be 44. Gray hair and all, but I think I'm going to probably dye it because I don't like the gray. I don't like it at all. So thank you. Thank you very much, Rebecca. So I know this week is going to be crazy hectic, but at least tomorrow is going to be a good day because it'll be my birthday. And I'm looking forward to getting that phone call at 1 p.m. from my mama. That was the time I was born, was at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. And she calls me every year on my birthday at that time. And then I got to see my mom today, so that was freaking awesome. Crystal rocks her gray hair. You can too. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. But Crystal, she looks awesome in her gray hair. I love the color of her hair. And I know she's younger than me. And but yeah, she rocks that. And no, I'm not ready for gray yet. I do want to do at least one more round of hair dyeing and then go from there. Um, especially with my long hair. It's past my butt now. And yeah, that takes a lot of hair dye. And I do not want to cut my hair. So um so I do have enough for one more. What? That's hat. Oh, that's what you said last time. I know, but I just want to do it one more time at least because I do have the. Yep, I got understood. It took me a second, but I do want to do it, and I just haven't had the energy to go and dye it yet. But I do have 4 boxes of hair dye left. I got them pretty cheap, so I'm going to use them and then just let it be, I think. But it's something that I go back and forth with all the time because I just can't seem to make up my mind if I want to diet or not diet, and it's a struggle because my hair is so long, and it is hard to try to get the hair dye in and stuff, but it is what it is. But what I was saying before, so I got to see my mom today, so she came over. And so I was really excited to see her. And then she told me happy birthday early. And then I was like, wait, Mom, no. I was like, thank you, but I still want my phone call at 1:00. She's like, well, of course. So I've seen my mom a lot in the last week. So it's pretty cool. She actually stayed and hung out for a while and the other day. And so it was really, really amazing and awesome to get to spend time with my mom. Um, I grew up with um, 2 girls that were my best friends, and they were like sisters to me. I got to reconnect with Candy, and unfortunately, it was for our other best friend slash sister Jenny's funeral, which was at the beginning of this month, and so we made a promise that we were going to keep in touch, and it was hard to lose Jenny. It really was, even though it was, lots of time in between each time we would speak, but it was like we had never had any time in between. So, all right, thank you so much, Rebecca, for stopping in. Um, hit me up anytime this week when you're able to, and we'll hang out and talk. So, but thank you again for stopping in. Much love, my friend. Um, hello, Joanna. Welcome, welcome. It has been a long time. I know it's been. Well, I started back up this month with the mental health safe place. I needed it, and especially with losing Jenny and stuff like that, and things have just been real crazy for me the last 2 years. So, but yeah, 2 years passed. I needed a break and didn't realize it was that long since I had done a live where it was safe for other people to come in and share and give their opinions, ideas on how to stay positive while struggling with mental health. And so this year is my 5-year anniversary of my spleen. I shouldn't say anniversary. I should say in May, it'll be my second birthday, even though with the whole situation with the spleen. So second chance. I haven't quite come up with a term yet. So, on how I want to address that day, but definitely need to get back on the roll with this. And then, you know, I did have somebody make a comment in my last video about how is this a safe place if you're leaving the comments open, people are going to get judged, this and that. Well, let me address that. If I'm not live and somebody needs to be reached, or needs to reach out to somebody, that is why I leave my comments open. So that way they can make a comment in there and I can address it and try to help them out. I do have a email address that they can reach out to as well, the shamrockpixie@gmail.com. Let me put that in the chat. Hi, JRKR. Welcome, welcome, my dear. It is good to see you. If they don't want to put it in the comments after, they can always email me, because I do I'm pretty sure that the comments from the live stay up, so that way they can go through, get any links that are shared. So if they don't want to leave it in my comments, they can always email me if they need somebody to speak to. So with that being said, that is why my comments are left open. If it becomes an issue where people are harassing other people that are reaching out, then I will close the comments after the live. But until then, I'm going to leave them open so that they know that they can come here and be safe. And then, we'll talk about a lot of things that might be very sensitive to other people. And so I'm still learning the certain words that you can't say on YouTube and would be a best term to use that other people would understand with some of the topics that we'll talk about. So, with that being said, I'm trying to be here and be very positive to help other people who are struggling as well. I know mental health has become a very big issue, and people do need positivity, because the more negativity that you have when you're struggling with mental health, I know this from personal experience, the further down to rock bottom that you hit. And so, and I hit rock bottom. It was pretty bad. And so now it's like, nope, with losing Jenny, she was struggling. What's it? At the bargain effect, Tommy, question mark, question mark. Does Miss Shamrock have a Rumble channel? I'll sub. I don't understand what that means, Joanna. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody can you explain that a little bit? Am I talking too much? I apologize. But I do definitely want to do more positivity, because I think that Rumble is like YouTube. Well, I have this channel. Oh, Rumble. Okay, let me write that down. And yes, Tommy was talking to me about a more open speech platform. So let me write that down. I know that Tommy was talking about, I think it was like 2 platforms, but I honestly don't remember what it was. Rumble. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I did write it down. See, I got my notes. Although I probably should get one of my bigger notebooks to take notes because I tend to lose the little sticky notes. But I do have it right here. Free speech app. But yeah, definitely, honey, we're gonna have to discuss that one because I don't remember if that was one of the ones that you were talking about or if it was something else. I think you were talking about Twitch, and I don't remember what the other one. Maybe it was Rumble, but I'm not sure. So JRK says it promotes free speech. All right. Well, you know what? We definitely need that. And we also need safe places for people to open up and to know that they're safe, and for us to encourage them to stay positive, because it doesn't matter what the storm you are facing at that particular moment. Rainbows happen after storms, and light comes brighter after a storm. So not everything lasts forever. And I had to learn that also the hard way. Because I was so depressed that literally it was affecting my memory. Um, like I couldn't remember things. I would talk, and I still do it with the talking part, because I have so much going on in my head that I want to make sure I get it out. But yet I stop in the middle of my sentences, or I start talking about something else. So I have to redirect myself a lot of times, or I'll forget what I was talking about. And that's all because my mental health was not in check. Now I'm still struggling. However, I have a really good support system. And then I learned as well that not only do I have Tommy, but I have my mom as well. And I always was like, well, it's my mom, she's always supposed to be there. But she's been a godsend as well. And I'm really glad she's my mama. you know. Not everybody is blessed to have a great mom like I do. And so she can be all your mom too. I'll tell her that she's got lots of children now. if you want it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, we've been on for 32 minutes. Wow. Didn't realize we were on that long. Seems like it just started because I was running late with the whole light predicament. But I'm going to get it situated, and it might have to have Tommy help me figure this out on why my thing is not working with my phone, or like the app isn't connecting to my phone. So JRKS says, my mom was always supportive, but she's gone now. I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Moms are so important. And we tend to lose sight of that when we're growing up. And then we learn it as we're adults. That's what but my mom has been, like, when I got into, a mood where I was very down, I know now that I can call her. Sometimes she doesn't answer right away, but I have to call her a couple times. But that's because of her service, her phone service. And then sometimes it doesn't show up that I've called. But if I blow up her phone, she'll answer. She like, what's going on? I see you called, or I didn't even know you called. But she's definitely a part of my support system that I really needed. And so I'm very grateful for her. JRKR says, yes, we appreciate them more later. Yes, for sure. I'm going to be 44 tomorrow. And my mom was like, so my mom was 18 when she had me, and she was just shy of turning 19. So my birthday is February 20th. My mom's is March 13th. And so growing up, you're always like, it's just my mom. It's just my mom. Now it's like, I need my mom. And I do. I talk to my mom, let's see, every day, a couple times a day, actually, to maybe every other day. And you can ask Tommy because he'd be like, "Who are you on the phone? It's your mom, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yep," because we just need that. And I'm trying to take in all I can um, with my mom because she'll be 63 this year, and I want to try to have as many good memories as I can with her. And we do girls' night, like mom, daughter, granddaughter, and we do that a couple times a year. And we'll hang out. And I have a video which I can't really show on YouTube because I haven't talked to my mom about it yet. Where the last one that we went to, where do we go? I don't remember what city we were in. I want to say it was Stevens Point or Wausau. I don't remember which one it was, but we stayed at a hotel, and Jaslyn and my mom got into a huge pillow fight. It was funny. Jaslyn was laughing. Um, and so I want Jaslyn to have that kind of memory too with her grandma, spending time with grandma. Um, because we moved up to Wisconsin from Florida, I didn't get to spend time with my grandma. So, um, so I don't know my mom's mom very well. However, I'm told all the time that I look just like my grandma, which, if that is the case, that's awesome because my grandmother was a beauty pageant winner. Like, she won beauty pageants. She was gorgeous. And so, um, and she's still gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. She's still gorgeous. Um, she's been through hell and back, and she's a strong survivor. And so I do talk to my grandma here and there on the phone, but not, I don't get to see her like I would have liked to. But I do have another grandma, my dad's mom, who comes up every year um, from Florida. That's my grandma Patty, and she's awesome too. She's awesome. I remember growing up after we moved to Wisconsin, her and my grandpa Gary would come up every summer, and they were resellers. I didn't know that. I didn't know that my grandparents were resellers. I knew my grandfather loved brass. That was his thing. He loved brass. And they would always go yard sailing on the weekends. They would get up super early and go yard sailing. And then they would come back, and my grandpa would take his nap. Um, and I was like, we would have to be quiet when he was taking his nap, but that was no big deal because grandma would come out and she would hang out with us. They would bring their RV, and that's where they would stay in during the summer when they come up. And so we always had to be quiet around the RV, but grandma would come out and she would spend time with us. And then at night, we would have fires, and my grandpa used to tell the best stories. Like, he would tell ghost stories. He would tell stories about their adventures that they would go on. Um, and it was awesome. And I love that memory. And so now Jaslyn has that memory, those kind of memories with my dad and my mom's husband, my stepdad. Um, they absolutely love the kids, and they spend a lot of time with the kids when they're able to. And so It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, my grandparents were resellers. I had no idea. Now, Tommy's a reseller, and this is how it came about. I was telling Tommy with my grandma Patty there when we were at my dad's a couple years ago. I was like, I remember you guys used to go yard sailing all the time. Yeah, and Grandpa would sell all the stuff on eBay. And I went, what? So you're a reseller? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't know that. I'm like, I wish I would have known that because I've been like, hey, you want to show me what you're doing? I would have been interested if my grandparents, would have explained it, but I had no idea. But they were really good with reselling because they obviously were able to buy an RV and travel the United States in that RV from the reselling. So, and then my grandpa and grandma sang. So I'm waiting for that CD. They have a CD it's a tape that she had converted to a CD. However that stuff works. I'm not real good with electronics. But so I'm waiting for that. So, and then my other grandfather and my grandfather, Daryl, my grandpa Daryl, my grandpa Baker, he was a singer. He loved to sing too. So I come from a long line of singers. It just skipped my mom. That's what she always says. It skipped my mom, or it skipped me. But we have like family members that were in orchestras, big orchestras, which is a big deal. Harp players and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome learning family history, learning that kind of stuff. Is there anything y'all want to talk about? I feel like I'm kind of rambling and not the website one. So again, the quote for the week, I have scrolling at the bottom. It says, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Victor Hugo. And I'm hoping I'm saying the last name right. It's a very, very good, powerful quote. So I hope that you guys write it down and look back on it this week in times that you may need it. Oops. No, I actually have to go. Have a great night. Well, thank you, Jarek here, for coming in. I appreciate it. It was great seeing you. And I was going to ask you a question. Do you know if Kristen is on tonight? On Whatnot, by chance? I've been so tired that I haven't been able to catch if she's been on or not. I just thought maybe you might know. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cough very loud. All right, Miss Shamrock. Genealogy is fun. We found out our family traveled from. Oh, what is that? Okay, then I'll probably see you in there, JRKR. Thank you again for coming in. Much love. And we will see you soon. We're planning a trip to Appleton. Hopefully shortly. But we'll touch base. We'll talk on Facebook. Okay, so traveled by boat. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. From Tennessee in the 1800s to Illinois. Illinois, first white settlers, Native American Indians only before us. Oh, wow. Wow. And I really wish I knew what that FOIT was. Because I'm not sure exactly what that word is. Let me look it up so I know what it means or what it is. Okay. Okay, I don't think that's right, but um, but yeah, that's really awesome. That is really awesome. Um, I want to do like I want to do the ancestry thing for Tommy because he's not really sure exactly what he is. And so I think that would be a really awesome gift um, for him to see, exactly what it is. Not that he really cares, but sometimes it's pretty awesome to like find out what your ancestor find out about your ancestors. So, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. 1800s to Illinois. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I watched that. There's a YouTube channel that where the celebrities go and they find out their ancestry. They go back and do their ancestry, and I think that's pretty cool. I watched the Reba McEntire one, and I thought that was pretty awesome. Which I really like her too. I'm a country girl at heart, and I love country music. Um, but oh, I gotta go back up. And Tommy is a city boy, and so he's introduced a lot of music that I've never heard of before, and then to have country music and rap combined, I love that stuff too. My favorite group of the country hip hop or whatever they're calling it now is the Lax. Okay, real quick, I'm going to touch base again on Miss Beth Resell Rowboat. Reseller Rowboat. She has a podcast that she does on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. It's called Round and Round, the OCD Circle. I did put up the link here. It is in, if you go further up, if you're able to, the link is in the bio. Actually, I can do it again here as well. I can actually post it again. For just in case. Let me grab it. And she drops a new episode every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. So here you go. There's the link again in the chat. And then one more thing, I will be doing a live with Miss Melanie Lightbeam. She and I are going to be doing a paranormal show on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I got that wrong before, and I apologize. And I will drop that link as well for the show that's coming up this Thursday on Melanie's channel. Make sure you subscribe and oops, let me get back on here. It's one of those days, I'm telling you. And that should be fun. This week we're doing the intro on what we're thinking we're going to do and the direction that we're going to go with that show. So if you like paranormal stuff, true stories, stuff like that, people's opinions, there we go. Head on over and bookmark and subscribe or hit the notification button and subscribe, and we will see you then for sure. And then next week on Melanie's channel with the paranormal, we are going to be foot wagon. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, Miss Joanna. I have done that so many times. so many times where I'm typing and it's like, oh crud. Yeah, let me correct that. I think we all do it, so it's all good. It's all good. Um, but at least we know what it means now. I thought maybe I was missing it somewhere. But again, next week we'll be talking about the missing 411. And I'm excited about that because that really intrigues me and pulls me in. And so that'll be next week's show. This week's show on Melanie Lightbeam's channel, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do an introduction and talk about the different things that we have for ideas for the show and go from there and get other people's input on what they would like to see and hear and all that lovely fun stuff. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Because paranormal is right up my alley. I love paranormal stuff. So I watch a lot of paranormal YouTube channels, or I shouldn't say watch. I listen to a lot of YouTube paranormal stuff. So it'll be fun for sure. Again, we have Miss Beth's channel here, Around and Around the OCD Circle, and she drops a new episode every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. And then make sure to subscribe to Miss Melanie Lightbeam because we'll be doing a paranormal show. So I'm excited. I know some people don't like paranormal, other people love paranormal. So we'll be working from there and seeing what people would like. Miss Joanna says, my mom started the genealogy stuff when I was a kid, collecting photos from aunts and uncles and who they are to learn where they are in the family tree. My mom did that too. Well, I think it was actually my grandma, her mom. And so like I know that like my great grandmother, she used to do hair and makeup for movie stars when she was young. And then she had a beauty shop that they would come to her and to get their hair and makeup done. They just loved my great grandma. And it's funny because I didn't know that. And when I was in high school, I was going to go to Joe Blasco, which is a makeup and special effects for movies. And so that didn't work out. However, it was funny to hear that my great grandmother used to do that when she was alive. And it was really cool to learn that. Better yet, you have older generations information. Yeah, exactly. I have a great grandfather who was in the coal mines in Pennsylvania who passed away when he was young. We learned that another grandpa and his brother were on the boats for Normandy. I think that's the correct way, or the correct way to say it. And then my grandfather, my mom's dad, he was in the Navy for 4 years, and he was also an iron worker, and he helped build Disney World in Orlando. And he also used to, which I just learned recently, used to build and disassemble the stands for the space shuttles in Florida. And so mom was telling me that, and he's done a lot of stuff. My grandfather, my mom's dad did a lot of stuff growing up, when she was growing up. And so it's pretty cool. Wow, true Americans, right, exactly. And then I have a grandfather who was the town sheriff back in the day, And I have another grandparent that was a boxer. He was a professional boxer, I guess. So I love hearing about people's family stories um, and hearing about my own family stories, and because it's nice to know where you come from. It really is nice to know where you come from. And so, um, I mean, not a lot of people are really into um, the genealogy, but the ones that are, it's like a really cool thing, you know? Um, so yeah, it's wild. It's wild learning stuff. You know, and then like I said, I have a lot of family that were in orchestras, and you, in order to get into an orchestra, you actually have to be good, come from a long line of singers and musicians and stuff like that. I actually have a cousin who's a rapper. He's not a very famous rapper. He's my cousin, but his rap name is Milkman. So, and I've talked to him a couple of times, and so it was pretty cool to know that, he was trying to be a rapper, and I kind of lost touch with him. Um, but I heard his stuff and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. So, and then growing up was in super singers in school. And the only way that you could be in that group is if you could sing. Now, not so much. And then I was in choir my from the time I could join choir in school to the time I graduated. Um, and so, yeah, it's pretty fun, knowing that I actually came from musicians and singers. So, and like I said, my grandpa Gary, he could sing. My grandpa Baker, he could sing. Oh, could he sing? These guys just had, these gentlemen just had amazing voices. And my daughter, she's learning how to sing now. Um, they she likes to listen, but Jaslyn, she feels music. So if we're watching a scary movie and then music is really creepy, we can't watch the movie. We've never seen Annabelle because the music is too much for her. So out of respect for her, we've never seen it. Um, what instruments did they play? Beethoven orchestras? Yes. There is a big orchestra in England, in the UK, that a lot of my family was involved in. Um, and I can't think of the name of the big orchestra, but one grandparent played the harp, which is something that Jasmine would love to try, is to learn how to play the harp. Um, there was a cello player, I think, and a couple other different instruments. I don't remember exactly what they are, but I remember the harp because of the fact that Jaslyn's always wanted to learn how to play the harp. And I was telling my mom that, and that's when she told me that we had a harp player in our family. And I was like, oh, so Jaslyn's channeling. It's it's in her blood. But Jaslyn can take a guitar. When she was younger, she took a guitar. We got her one. It was pink. And she was able to listen to a song and just hit the strings, and it sounded good with the song, and then she would flip. I actually have it on my Facebook page, and then she flipped the guitar and used the other hand. So she was ambidextrous with the guitar and used both hands. I was just like, wow, that's cool. And she's got a keyboard and stuff like that. I, on the other hand, never really learned how to play an instrument except for the spoons and the washboard. And I'm probably very rusty at that at this point. Yes, very country. But so yeah, it was, genealogy is so awesome. so awesome. And I know that I have on my biological father's side, his, let me think, was it his dad? It was either his dad or his grandpa. Um, he was from Ireland. He was full-blooded Irish. I think it was his dad, because I don't know much about that side of the family. But I do know that he was full-blooded Irish, and he came over from Ireland after his mom passed, and um, the Meeks family took him in. And so when he got older, um, when he got married, he actually changed his last name to Meeks. So Dennison is the name that I was told was his actual maiden name, I guess you could say. And so um, it was pretty cool to learn that. Um, Harp will be beautiful sounding. Yeah, I love the sound of harp. So I love the traditional sound of a harp, but there's also the new age sound of the harp with the electric harp is actually kind of cool to hear. And people were able to do or people are able to do so many different things with an electric harp that you couldn't do with a traditional harp. But yeah, it is a beautiful sound. I learned to play the piano as a kid. So Jaslyn has a keyboard upstairs, and I can only do one keyboard song, a piano song, and I'm not very good at it. And that's the chopsticks or whatever it's called. I don't know exactly what it's called, but that's the only thing I know how to do. And I labeled the keys, but then I got confused. So Jaslyn just plays however she feels at the time. Sometimes she remembers it, sometimes she doesn't. Um, and but she likes musical instruments. She's very much into different musical instruments. So, um, what in the world? Oh, okay. So, that's pretty cool. And then our son Joey, he likes to beatbox. He likes beatboxing, and he heard it from Tommy because Tommy beatboxes every once in a while, and he has Tourette's, so he used to make this weird, like four different noises at once in the back of his throat, and he used that as to his advantage with beatboxing, until we made a big deal because it was so cool. Um, and Then he kind of stopped, but I think if he tried, he'd be able to do it again. But him and Tommy used to beatbox. So it was pretty funny watching. And then they both like music, so they both like to sing. I actually have one recording I was able to do with Joey singing, and um, and I still have that recording. She sounds like an awesome kid. Reading the sheet music is the key mistakes happen. Yeah, I cannot read sheet music very well. Like I know the basics for sheet music because we had to learn it in choir, but it was real hard for me to follow with the sheet music. And so I just listen to a song and I can, for the most part, mimic the different tones that they use when they're singing and kind of try to make it my own. Um, but I have very bad stage fright, so I don't usually tend to sing in front of people anymore. At least when I was in choir and in super singers, um, there were other people with me, so it wasn't just I never really did the whole solo thing. So I was just my stage fright was too much, and so um, but I like music too. And I wish I could read sheet music, because I know that that's like one of the key things for like playing instruments. Um, I know the basics and that's about it. So, and Jaslyn too, like, I don't remember if I said this or not, she feels the music, and she feels it pretty strongly. And so that's why certain movies, we don't watch because of that. Love y'all. Got to go to bed. Have a great night. Wish the blessings of music on your home. Oh, thank you. Much love. Have a wonderful evening. Sweet dreams. I've been on here for 65 minutes. Um, so I'm probably going to head out soon as well. But again, everybody have a amazing, amazing week. And as Miss Joanna says, um, she wishes the blessings of music on your home. And I do as well, because music is very powerful. And that's another thing. When you're having a struggle with your mental health, music is a very good way to help get through whatever is going on. Hello, Landshark. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Music is definitely something that is very positive when you're struggling and you need to be lifted up and you don't have anybody at that particular moment that you can speak to. Turn on some dance music. You may not feel like it, but do it anyways, and let that music kind of soak into your bones and let it take you away. So if you feel like, okay, the music is telling me I need to dance, it doesn't matter if people are watching. Dance like nobody's watching and just let it go, and it will make you smile. It will uplift you. It will wash away all that struggle that you're having. um Music is very powerful, and I recommend music as something to use if you're struggling, for sure. Another one is wusa. You take your earlobes like this, you rub your earlobes and you say wusa, wusa. And that's also a very good way to kind of like breathe and relax and just like let it out. And then another thing too is, let's see, another thing as well is just regular meditating. Have soft, relaxing music in the background, and just close your eyes, sit Indian style, or cross-legged. um and I sit like that all the time. I'm actually sitting like that now. um but sit cross-legged, Indian style, whichever way you want to call it, and close your eyes, let that soft music play in the background. If you like incense, light an incense, let it burn, and just breathe in, breathe out. And so when you're breathe in positivity. When you breathe out, let it, push out all that negative feeling that you're having. Um, because it's a good thing to do. It really is. Now, I can't sit still long enough for that form of meditation, but I do know people that do use that as a form of trying to get all that negativity out. Another one is yoga. A lot of people do yoga. I'm not flexible enough for yoga. So, but that is, I have been told, is a very great way to also relieve any struggles and release them and just be relaxed. Um, let's see. If you have any suggestions on how to relax and filter out any struggles that you're having, any negative thoughts, anything like that, please put them down below or in the chat now. And that way we can help each other and move from there, and just be positive for each other. And then I am definitely going to be looking into that platform, Rumble, and I'm actually going to have Tommy help me with that because, well, like I said, I'm not real good with electronics. So, and then I will see what we can do with that, and that way we can talk a little bit more. Like if I can get to that platform, then we can talk more about the different situations. Hello, my honey. This is my daughter, Jasmine off the wall. She said, hello, I am good at playing 4 musical instruments: guitar, recorder, piano, and electric guitar. And she does have those upstairs in her room. And she does. Her little pink guitar, I wish she still had that because that was her first guitar, but it got broken when we had visitors. They broke it, and by accident, but they broke it. And so wait, Jasmine, you have another one. Your voice is actually a musical instrument. I don't have a recorder anymore. Oh, you don't? Oh, I didn't even know that you didn't. Craig says, I can't play anything. Do you sing? Even if you can't even carry a tune, you can sing. So you do have a musical instrument and you can play a musical instrument. It's your vocal cords. It doesn't matter if you're the perfect singer or you just really just can't sing. If you're singing, you're still playing a musical instrument. Couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. Hey, if you got a bucket over your head and you're trying to sing, you're still using a musical instrument. Hi, Angie. It was good to meet you over the weekend. We did have a reseller meetup for people in Wisconsin. And we met Angie, we met Amber, Mike, and I'm really horrible with names. We met Chuck and his wife, and Angie and her husband. So yeah, it was really fun. We went to the bins. Jasmine got a lot of plushies for her whatnot shows, or for her whatnot show, and we went to lunch at Culver's, and then we went to another two more thrift stores after that. So it was a really fun day. Saturday was awesome, and it wasn't super cold out, so that was even better. And in true Wisconsin style, they tailgated. I dropped the video, so later tonight, drop by and watch it. Shamrock Pixie is in it. Shamrock. Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize that was spelled wrong. That's so funny. It's all right. It's all right. You should see how I spell it sometimes, and it's the name I have. So yeah. See, Jasmine's being very encouraging. LOL, that's okay, a land shark picker. You'll get it sometime. Just practice. Forgive me, it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Why would I have to forgive you? You did nothing wrong. unless I missed something. But I don't think you did anything wrong, did you? Either way. Oh, nobody can spell. I was trying to type in the quote for the week, the positive quote for the week, and I spelled wrong too. So I was spelling things wrong too. So it's all good. It's all good. No reason to be forgiven. It is Monday. It's the start of the week, and Mondays are usually kind of So let's do this. Bring it up. So again, the quote for the week. I'm going to keep it scrolling. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Victor Hugo. Great, great quote. Every week I am going to do a different quote. That is very true. Okay, so Tommy. Okay, so the only reason why Tommy has an issue with his spelling on the computer, and he uses Grammarly a lot. It is funny because he peck types, and so we actually had to switch keyboards because this keyboard that I have. Let's see if I can show you. So this keyboard I have is for smaller hands. Tommy has big hands. He's a man. He's got big hands. So when he would try to type on this keyboard, it was really bad because he'd hit the wrong letter or the wrong number. And he was really frustrated. Now, the keyboard that I was trying to be nice, honey. He says he has, so Tommy says he has, I have fat fingers issues. So my keyboard that I had that goes with my mouse, my Dragon keyboard, he has it. It's a bigger, wider keyboard and easier for him to type. So, although this keyboard it lights up, but it doesn't have the cool effects like the one that Tommy has now. So, it works. It does what I need to do. And because I have smaller hands, I'm able to type with no issues. Jaslyn says, I like Friday better. Oh, okay. Why do you like Friday better? Oh, I know you talked about that on Whatnot earlier this morning. And she says, at the bargain effect, true, LOL. Crying emoji, laughing emojis. Oh, sorry. Little sore. But I have been on for 77 minutes. Oh, hold up. I gotta turn my daughter blue. I didn't even realize she wasn't blue. Because I can sleep in more. Yes, that is true. That is true. Weekends she doesn't do any Whatnot shows. But she does them during the week. And so she actually was not feeling good yesterday. She wasn't feeling good. But she is better now. She had a show today. Very proud of her. She still is learning and working on it. And I couldn't be more proud. She's got a lot of things going on. Thomas, I'm not highlighting that. I'm not highlighting that. You are horrible. I know it's a joke, but wow. Now you guys are going to see them two go back and forth in chat. That is what I live with. And not a bad thing, but they are definitely father and daughter through and through. They are two peas in a flipping pod. And I can highlight hers. Daddy. That's funny. But I deal with that on a constant basis. You can't, I can't usually go. They were behaved on Saturday, just so everybody knows. Saturday they were very well behaved, because we were meeting new people. But the next time we meet up with everybody, oh, it's going to be a trip because we can't go anywhere without them two going back and forth with each other. It's funny as heck. Very funny. You wanted to see if you could turn her into a Smurf? Really? Just a heads up, he never did that. Don't need anybody freaking out thinking something bad. They go back and forth all the time, joking with each other. Jasmine, you need to learn to spell. Sassy girl. But yeah, every time we're out in public, it's one thing or another. They'll grab those toy bouncy ball things that are in like the little cages in the middle of Walmart, and they'll bounce those around at each other. They will throw stuff at each other. They'll freak out at each other. She needs Grammarly. You would think she would learn from her dad. All right. So, anything y'all want to talk about besides the two sassy ones in the chat going back and forth? Sassy. Lordy have mercy. Gonna need my inhaler. No, you didn't. No, you too. It's getting a little chilly down here. But because I'm in the dungeon. This is my area, the dungeon. So so now it's been 82 minutes. Now I have to wait for it to be 85 minutes before I can go off. Kind of weird. So 1 hour and 25 minutes, and then I will sign out if nobody has anything else. I don't need Grammarly. I got Google. Well, obviously you need Grammarly, my child. Sassy. Take after your dad. Use it. But so next week we will nope. So next week I gotta get the link up, or get the StreamYard link up. Oops, sorry. We went blurry for a moment. So what was I saying? Next week we will be back, and then let me know in the comments below if we should keep this every Monday or do it every other Monday. I'd like to get your guys' opinion and input, so that I can better help you guys, and go from there. I bet she used Grammarly to spell Grammarly. Yeah, probably. Because I don't even know how to spell that. But I'm not a good speller either. And then now I gotta go in here and see if I can find. Oops. Oh, I can hear you two upstairs. Just so you know. I don't think anybody. Yes, I can. Especially that you yelled through the vent. Oh, yep. So I think it's time for me to head out. Um, again, um, have a great week. We will see you next week. And remember, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. Victor Hugo. And we will have a new quote next week. Um, and go from there. With that, much love, and we will catch you next week. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to stop over by Melanie Lightbeam's channel and subscribe to our Thursday night show. With that, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Much love.